to the blessed place. How y'all doing? Welcome to Monday's Musings. And again tonight we're talking about relationships. So I'm just gonna let a few people come on in the room while I sing our welcome song. Y'all know our theme song, right? Come on in the room. Sing it with me. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor and he writes out all of my prescription and he gives me all of my medicine in my room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor and he writes out all of my prescription and he gives me all of my medicine in my room. That's our theme song. That's our welcome song over here in the blessed place. So, welcome everybody. We're going to go. I see we got 4 people so far. Y'all just give me a wave, give me a hello. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here for another night of Monday Musings. Hopefully, my husband is off work tonight for President's Day. And the. Hi. Hello. Hi, Lady NJ. Hi, Ebony. Welcome. I was saying my husband is in there with the TV all loud, and hopefully y'all can hear me. I haven't seen you in so. Oh, hey, well, welcome. Well, I'm glad you made it to my live. Hope you make it each Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're over here. I'm wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Lois says she loves the blessed place. Thank you, Lois. Um, so I have been here. I've been wonderful. Hi, Dina. I've been here. I've been wonderful. I've gone through some things. You might want to catch up on some videos. You can see some things I've gone through. I've gone through some health issues. I've moved all about the country. I was living in Florida. Then I went to Georgia. Lived in Georgia for 3 years. Then I moved back to Florida. We bought a new house. So much has gone on. But just look back through some videos and catch up. Catch up with what's going on in the blessed place. How are you enjoying the house? Everybody wants to know. Good evening. I look forward to hearing you. Followed you a long time ago. Thank you. Oh man, so I've been missing out. Yes, you've been missing out, but that's okay. You're here now. So I hope in your spare time you get to catch up on some videos. Hi, Shalette. Yes, blessings. So I've been good, and I'm going to get to these topics, y'all, because as you can see in the title, I got 10 things, 10 different things, and y'all know how we do. I'm gonna run my mouth, and we're gonna probably go a good hour. So let's get started, you guys. And I just decided that I'm basically gonna stick with relationships, because hey, that's my thing. That's my forte. I love relationships. All different kinds of relationships, more so personal, intimate relationships, husband, wife relationship, dating relationships, but also family, sisters, siblings. You have the most beautiful spirit. I love watching you guys. Thank you. Oh my God, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the love. Thank y'all so much. But my daughter, who helps critique my videos, she watches, she critiques, and she gave me some good feedback. She was like, "Mom, stick with," I'm sure she said mother, because that's what she calls me. Mother, stick with relationship, because that's what you're good at. That's what your audience like. And as a pastor's wife or ex-pastor's wife for 10 years, she's like, you got all kinds of stories. Then you got all your personal stories, and you would look at this topic. Lord knows I need to be here today. Awesome. So anyways, you guys, okay, y'all know how I run my mouth, but I'm getting ready to get to these topics. So, anyways, I was just saying my daughter, though, was like, Mother, stick with, hey, what you know and what you like, and that's relationships. And she said, all kinds of relationships. And she said, you have such great relationships, all kinds of great relationships, co-workers, friends, family, marriage, mother, daughter. So, that's the thing over here. But if you all ever want a different kind of topic, always the best thing to do though is to come to Instagram, find me Social Bless One, and inbox me, because that's where I get all my messages. Let's get to this, you guys. Signs that you are possibly in an unhealthy relationship. And this is what I find that a lot of times people don't know they're in an unhealthy relationship because they haven't had experience of positive relationships. They haven't seen a whole lot of healthy relationships. So what's normal to them is sometimes unhealthy. Please push that like button. Oh, thank you, Shalette. So we've seen a lot of times we've seen unhealthy relationships, and we have nothing to compare it to. And that's why a lot of times, sometimes I'm amazed that women don't know realize when they're in an unhealthy relationship, and then I have to remember. I have to remember, Deidre, there are reasons why women don't know. You know, there are reasons why. Either they didn't have the father in their life, or they had a father who wasn't, totally 100% there, or wasn't the proper role model, or they've seen different men in their lives, or they've experienced all kinds of hurt and pain themselves, and so they don't have a proper comparison. So I have to try to remember. I always try to remember, get out of that. I'm not a judgmental person, but I try to remember to get out of that mindset that why don't these ladies know when they're not being treated well, when they're not being adored, when they're not in healthy relationships? But I get it. I understand. But I want you all to know, recognize unhealthy relationships and don't remain in an unhealthy relationship, because when you do, you don't make room for the healthy relationship. Hi, AJ, welcome. um you don't make room. You have to make room. You have to make space in your heart, and you have to make room for healthy relationships. And when your whole countenance, your spirit, your vibe is burdened down in an unhealthy relationship, you can't even see the blessings that you could have in the relationship you could have. So let's just get to number one. And y'all, I write like chicken scratch, but I got all my little notes written down because I can't remember 1 through 10. But first and foremost, and this is not really in any particular order, so I don't know why I say first and foremost, but I really do believe first and foremost, your spirit bears witness and tells you that this is not a healthy relationship. A lot of times you know in your spirit. Hi, Miss A, welcome. You know in your spirit bears witness and tells you that, Shalette, this is not a healthy relationship. I'm just throwing out some names. Lois, this is not a healthy relationship. And I'm not picking on anybody because I don't know nothing about y'all relationships. But I like talking like y'all right here in the room with me. But your spirit is just not jiving well. You might be suppressing it, and you might be trying to deny it, but your spirit says that this is not a healthy relationship. He is not treating you right. He is not. He's not treating you how you desire to be treated. He's not treating you how you deserve to be treated. So your spirit bears witness and tells you, listen to that still small voice. Listen to that spirit within you. And especially if you have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit says, I will not have you ignorant. So the Holy Spirit is going to tell you in that still small voice. No, the Holy Spirit might not tell you, AJ, Shalad, Lois, Dina, you're in the wrong relationship. Yeah, amen. The Holy Spirit might not tell you, Deidre, you're in the wrong relationship. But somewhere deep down, that Holy Spirit is just does an impression. There's an impression in your being, in your energy, in your vibe that this is just not right. But we override it because we're lonely. We override it because we all want to be loved. We override it because we want some affection and some attention. And there is nothing wrong, because God gave us all of those things. God gave us those desires. He gave us those desires. But He gave us also a mind to override those desires so that we can wait until someone can come and fulfill those desires, as God would desire His daughter, as God would desire His daughter to have what she deserves. So your spirit. Secondly, how do you know sign that you're in an unhealthy relationship? Your family and friends tell you. Your family and your friends, they tell you. They tell you, but we don't want to listen. We don't want to believe it. We think everybody hating on us. Now let me tell you, I'm not saying every family friend's opinion is a true and valid opinion. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is if you have trusted family, trusted friend, consider. But you have to consider it along with a lot of other things. You have to consider it along with how he's treating you, how he shows up in the relationship. So you have to consider it along with some other factors, but you do have to consider it when your family and your friends. And I'll tell you just a little example. I hope my mama don't watch this, y'all. But when I was first about to marry Charles, my mom was not for it. Y'all know my man spent 15 years in feds. My mom was not for it. Hey, I was a good girl. I was 38 years old. I'd never been married. I was a church girl, you know. And so my mom was like, who is this joker? Well, she know him. She caught, if y'all been in the blessed place long enough to know, my mom caught my husband in my dorm room when me and Charles first met. And my mom and dad showed up. This is a sidebar. My mom and dad showed up like on a Saturday morning to come and spend some time with me and take me to the flea market and go to breakfast and all that. And she came to my dorm and Charles was in my room and she knocked on the door. And I said, yes. And my mom was like, open the door. And I woke Charles up and I said, Mom, at the door. So anyways, y'all, that's a whole other story. So my mom already knew Charles from way back in the day. Because, I met him when I was young. But so my mom did not want me. She knew Charles, but she knew that he had a past, and she did not want her daughter. And I understood it. I understood how my mom felt. Hey, I have a daughter, and if she was about to marry somebody who'd been in the feds for 15 years, I'd have the same concern my mom had. But a few years later, my mom called me and said, "Did you made the best decision. I love my son. He is awesome. He's amazing, and he loves and adores you. And I was wrong." So so I'm saying that to say family and friends are not always right, and you don't have to you don't make your decisions on that, but you consider it. Consider what your family and your friends are saying, and you compare that to other aspects of your relationship. And we're going to talk about some of those other aspects of an unhealthy relationship. Thirdly, now remember number two, I said your family and friends tell you. Thirdly, his family and friends tell you. Now, ladies, when you meet a guy and y'all dating and you start going around his family and friends, if he ever, we go get to that one, if he does introduce you to his family and friends, and they are amazed you with him, and they are trying to give you some hints, take it into consideration that you might be in or headed to an unhealthy relationship. Again, like I say, sometimes you gotta take it with a grain of salt because you have to pair that with other aspects of the relationship. But put that in your mind and put that in the back of your mind and look at the other aspects of the relationship and how he's treating you. But the family and his family and friends, they know how he treated all the other women. They know if he was abusive to all the other women. They know whether or not he's dating you, but they done seen three more women come around. They know if they're real aloof. If you go meet his family and friends, they're real aloof with you. You know why they're aloof? Because they say you just the one in the number. They know you gonna be gone in the next month. They know he ain't no good. They know he just using you. So pay attention. Pay attention to what his family and friends are saying and how they're treating you and how nonchalant or aloof they are with you. Now, if they just some crazy people, they just nasty. They just funny acting. Acting. Yeah, I said acting. Funny acting. That's a whole different story. But if these are some good, some decent people, and they're real nonchalant and aloof with you, it's because they figure you just wanted the number. Or they figure, baby, run. Run. And like I say, just one of these aspects or two don't mean you're in an unhealthy relationship. But when you start thinking about all these different things adding up and piling up on each other, think about that. Number five. Am I at five? Let me see how. Oh, number four. I'm at number four. Number four. How he makes you feel about yourself. How does he make you feel about yourself? Does he make you feel valued? Does he make you feel adored? Does he make you feel special? Does he make you feel um, sexy? Does he make you feel, or does he make you feel like you have low self esteem? Does he make you feel inadequate? Does he make you feel devalued? Does he make you feel um, unspecial, not special? Does he make you feel anxious? Does he make you feel anxious? You're always anxious. You know, you're with him and you're anxious because you don't know what's going on in his phone. Why is his phone always beeping, or why is he always on his phone? Why is he always sneaking a little look at his phone? Why is he always got to go outside to talk? Why is he, why is he doing? If you're always thinking of the why is he doing that? Why is he acting like that? Why he's making you feel anxious, and if he's making you feel anxious, you're in an unhealthy relationship. Now, like I say, now doesn't mean that we're not curious creatures. I mean, now, like one day, my husband, he always FaceTime me. So he FaceTimed me one day, and he FaceTimed me. He got the phone. Now this was just last week. I ain't talking about years ago. He had the phone up to his face, and he's talking to me while he's FaceTiming. I said, "What's going on? Why he FaceTiming me and his face all in the camera?" And so after we talked, we hung up. I said, "Who you with?" Oh, I'm with our son. I'm with our son. I said, "Let me see." He turned the camera to our son, and then the son was in the camera. And so we were talking. And so after we hung up, I was like, they both got their face in the camera. Who there that they don't want me to see? Well, I ain't gonna get into all of that, but somebody was there they didn't want me to see. But anyways, so I just shared that to say we've been married almost 17 years. Yes, we do ask questions, we do get curious, we might call you out on something. Who texting you? Who calling you? But I'm saying, but if that person's always making you feel uncomfortable, then you may be in an unhealthy relationship because you shouldn't always feel anxious. Why are you doing this? Where have you been? Why have you been MIA, for a day or two? Why didn't, who was that woman that did this? Who was that? If you're always feeling that anxiety, that anxiousness around him, you may very well be in an unhealthy relationship because a man who cares about you and wants you to know that you're the only one, he's not going to be so secretive. He's not going to make you feel anxious about anything. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that if you're always feeling anxious. You could be an unhealthy relationship. How do you know if you're in an unhealthy relationship or you're heading into an unhealthy relationship? If he breaks his promises all the time and if he lies, if he's constantly lying about stuff and lying about a lot of times it's the littlest things. I don't know why sometimes men lie about littlest things, but if he's always breaking his promises, you all were supposed to go out on Valentine. I'm like the preacher say, I'm preaching to somebody. The preacher say, I'm preaching to somebody right now. I'm talking to somebody right now. Somebody had some Valentine promises broken. Somebody thought that they were going to be with somebody they special on Valentine's, and the promises were broken. The plans were broken. You know why? Now, I'm not talking about exigent circumstances. I'm not talking about emergencies, real emergencies. But I'm talking about these excuses. My back was hurting. I was tired because I had to work that day. Um, my money was looking a little funny. My mama needed me to do such and such. Um, well, I usually spend that. I usually take my daughter, my little girl out, so I took my daughter out. These flimsy excuses, you may be in or headed to an unhealthy relationship. All these broken promises. You know, they promise to take you out for your birthday. They promise to take you out, go out on a date on the weekend. They promise to take you, y'all supposed to go on vacation. Y'all supposed to go out of town. Y'all supposed to do something for Valentine's Day. All of these broken promises, unhealthy relationship. Again, like we talked about in one of the last videos, where it says he's just not that into you. He's just not that into you, because a man who's into you is not going to be breaking all these promises. And believe you me, if he has to break a promise, he's trying to prove it to you. He's like, my mama in the hospital. If you won't come, you could come meet me at the hospital. Meet me at the hospital so I can show you my mama in the hospital. He's gonna try to prove himself, and he's going to make it up to you. And he's not going to be continuous. He's not going to always continue to break these promises. So be mindful. Now we all understand life comes at you. Life comes at you fast, and plans change. I'm not talking about one instance or one or two instances in and of itself. I'm talking about constantly breaking promises and letting your heart down. I'm a woman. I know. When we have our heart ready for something, set up for something. We done took our good bath, our good bad. What my grandma called it, bad. I done took my quick bath, and I done got all lathered up and smelling good, and put on my best bra, my best outfit, and I'm ready. And you changed the plans and disappointed me. And then I'm trying to pretend and act like I'm not as hurt as I am. And I'm trying to make excuses for you. Well, he did have to work that day. I know he was tired. Red flags. Remember red flags we talked about last week? You would be in an unhealthy relationship. Number, I think number 6. And this kind of ties into the broken promises, but it says he doesn't. At first, I put have. He doesn't have time for you. I scratched that out. He doesn't make time for you. Oh, he has time. He doesn't make time for you. That's unhealthy. That's unhealthy relationship. When a man, because this is one thing I want you ladies to know. If you don't know anything else when it comes to relationship and when it comes to men, time is the most precious commodity that a man will give to you when he cares about you. It's not money. A man would give a man to give 4-5 women money if he makes it, if he make enough. It's not the hello beautiful text messages. It's not the HRU, how are you text messages. It's not the good morning beautiful text. It's time. If a man gives you his time, he cares for you. And I don't mean the late night booty call. I don't mean the drive-by. I mean time as in I take you to dinner. I ask you in enough time, can we go out such and such? And I take you to dinner, or we go to dinner. I ask you in enough time, Saturday, would you like to go to the festival with me? And we spend time at the festival. And I ask you in enough time, do you want to go on this cruise with me? And we go. I ask you in enough time, would you like to go to church with me? I ask you in enough time. Time is the most, if this man is not giving you time, then it's unhealthy relationship. And he is just not into you. And he doesn't deserve you or your time. Because, like I said, a man will give you all kinds of words. A man will give you money. And hey, some women say that's all I want. If that's all you want, baby, I'm not judging you. But if you want a relationship, a true, sincere, loving, adoring relationship, then it's about how much time he's giving you. And I don't care. Women, we love to make excuses for these men. I don't care what he has going on in his life. I don't care if he's working 2 jobs and in school, in medical school. I don't care if he's in medical school working 2 jobs. He's going to make some time for you. He's going to make some time for you. Remember that. Remember that. And if you don't feel like you're getting time from him, it's not a healthy relationship. And number seven, he keeps you hidden, or he asks you to keep him hidden. I need time and affection and words of affirmation. Yes, this girl know her love language. Know thyself. Yes, I love it. And that's what my love language is, quality time, and secondly is acts of services. Now, for me, quality time, I don't need, I shouldn't say I don't like, I don't need quantity time. Lord, no. I like being by myself. But I do like quality. Don't care for quantity, but I do like quality. And my second one is acts of service. You want to tell me how you love me? Ooh, put some gas in my car. You can get it. Of course, I'm talking about my man. Oh, it's like, yeah, my husband was just in there washing dishes, and I was just sitting at the island while he was washing dishes. And then he got the mop bucket sitting out there. He's gonna mop. I guess he's gonna wait before we go to bed so we'll be tracking. And I was just looking at him washing the dishes and saying, ooh, he's showing us sexy. Because acts of service. Yeah. Yes, Dina. Acts of service. Yes. So that's my love language. So yes, I'm glad you know your love language. Ladies, you know your love language. Know thyself. If you don't know your love language, find it five love languages, and take the test and know thyself and know what you like and know what you want, know what you desire, know what you deserve, and wait on it. But while you wait, do things like this. Let's learn, change, and grow. And number seven, I said he keeps you hidden, or he asks you to keep him hidden. I need those two. I think I need a baby tea of all the love language. Oh, I think I need a baby tea of all the love language. I'm not sure if I got that, but anyways, maybe you can tell me or explain. But I get it that you said something like you need the love language. Okay, so retracting it. So I'm gonna try to read it when you say it again. Okay, you need all the love languages. Okay, I got it. Let's say. But anyways, you guys. So you know today in social media, in real life and in social media. Hi D, hi. In social media, you know these days, and if somebody's trying to keep you hidden, or ask you to keep them hidden, unhealthy relationship. I know, I understand. I just couldn't figure out the typo that quick. If I had time, I probably could figure it out, but I understand typos. I'm trying to get it out there. But anyways, if he's asking you to keep him hidden, of course he's not going to say. See, we have to understand and know how men talk and read between the lines, because he's not going to say, baby, don't tell nobody about me. Don't tell nobody about us. He's not going to say that, but it's going to be stuff like, man, I don't like people in my business. Or it's going to be like, I ain't into that social media stuff. Or it'll be like, don't be putting me on there. People be all in your business and stuff like that. No. If he is into you, he cares about you, he's pursuing you, then he wants to claim you. And he wants to claim you to the world. Now, doesn't mean he has to be a social media person. My husband is not so much social media savvy. I mean, how long Facebook been around, y'all? He been on Facebook, I think, maybe 2 years now. But really just started posting about a year ago. So, like, first year, I think he just looked at other stuff. So he's not really totally. I mean, he's getting more and more into social media, but he's not really a social media person. But still, if he act like he didn't want me to put him on social media, or what, I'd be like, why? Who you don't want to see? Why you ain't claiming me or something? So you just have to read between those lines, because, like I said, a man's not just gonna say, baby, don't post me. He's gonna have all kinds of reasons and excuses why he don't want you, why he want to stay hidden, why he don't want you to tell nobody. Don't tell your family. Don't tell this one. Don't say nothing. He's gonna have all kinds of reasons. But if he cares about you, pursuing you, want a healthy relationship with you, he wants to claim you. He want everybody to know that I love this woman. She's mine. You know. So he might even want to take the pictures. Baby, you looking good. Want me to take a picture of you? Oh yeah, you gotta post that. You know. So all right, number 8. You're one way that you know you're in an unhealthy relationship. You're unequally yoked. Unequally yoked. Now that one is kind of deep because it's not just as simple as it sounds. Because to me, a lot of times, especially as Christians, when we say unequally yoked, we think, right, I don't want to date someone who's, yeah, is embarrassed. I don't want to date someone who's embarrassed of me. Exactly. Exactly. No. But unfortunately, a lot of women do. A lot of women will date someone and stay hidden because that's his desire. His desire is for her to stay hidden. And she humbly and meekly and agreeably just stays hidden. Long as he swing through every now and then and see you. Long as he send them hello beautiful text messages and how you doing and girl, you know I miss you. And long as he's giving throwing her some bones, she ain't happy with it. She ain't satisfied with it, but she will take it. She will take it because it's better than nothing, and that's sad to me. You just take anything because it's better than nothing. No, you're worth the whole. You're worth the whole thing, not just a little something because it's better than nothing. But back to being unequally yoked. It's not just a religion thing. You know, it's not just, oh, you believe in Jesus Christ, I believe in Jesus Christ. Okay, we're equally yoked. Or okay, or I go to church, but you don't go to church, so we're unequally yoked. No, I don't believe that. It's just that. Hey, hey, baby.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, got a surprise visitor. Oh, come on in. Come on in. Welcome to the blessed place.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm Deidre husband.
Yeah, they might not know. It's been a long time since you've been in the blessed place.
While I'm out there sweating, cleaning up, washing dishes, mopping floors.
Oh, I told them how you were looking sexy in there washing them dishes.
Yeah, I know.
I told them you can get it.
Yeah.
You can get it.
Doing all that work. She in here air clowning on YouTube or whatever she on.
So what I'm talking about is,
Let me ask you what you was talking about.
I'm just telling you what I'm telling the people. Y'all see how he come
I'm not trying to stay here.
You saw how y'all see how he come act. I'm just telling the people. Well, since you ain't trying to stay here, what you want to talk about? What you want to tell the people? What you want to say?
What you talking about?
We talking. See, you don't know what the subject is. We talking about signs that you know you in an unhealthy relationship. So I said, hi, Mr. So Blessed.
How you doing? Hello.
So since I only had you for a few minutes, you already said you ain't hanging out long. You both are the cuties. Thank you. Signs that you're in an unhealthy relationship. So help the ladies know what kind of signs that they're in an unhealthy relationship or dating situation.
Okay. Well, let's see. Obvious signs are, about physical abuse. So, that goes without saying to me. Any man that's beating on you physically, you need to get the hell up out of there. Secondly, verbal abuse. That's not healthy at all. It's where he's making you feel as if he's not making you feel wanted, queen, admiring you. So don't take that verbal abuse, because that verbal abuse is almost just as bad as that physical abuse, because it leaves all types of scars too.
My number 10.
But to me, the one sign I think that most people, especially women, miss about men's and about abuse is that in unhealthy relationship is if he stopped pursuing you, and if he's not pursuing you, he don't want you. So you have to understand that a man, if he want a lady, a girlfriend, or a wife, he gonna pursue you. You don't have to chase him. He gonna chase you. Because one thing men are, we are hunters, and it's something that we want. We're gonna pursue it. I don't care if he don't have no money, he'll get creative to pursue you. Wash your car or anything. Write you a love letter. Hey, letting you know where he's at that particular time. And I think most females miss that right there. That if he's not pursuing you, and I keep saying the word pursuing because I want you to get it into your sight, understanding that hey, guess what? If he's pursuing you, he wants you, but y'all make excuses for us. Well,
Please share some kind of excuse. What kind of excuses we make?
Well, he's going through some things right now. He's not where he want to be at, or he didn't give me this. He didn't recognize my birthday because he don't have no money. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? He didn't buy no present or gift. And not saying that physical things or tangible things are pursuing, because what I'm saying is that those things that he'll make a way if he's a man. He'll make a way. He'll miss lunch. He'll miss dinner. He There's certain things that men can do without. He'll tell that he got a car payment.
Okay, I'll ask him.
He got a car payment. He'll be like, well, I'm gonna be late on this car payment. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I want her to know that I'm pursuing her and that I love her and that I want for my wife.
So somebody just asked. Somebody just asked. Dina said, "Amen." Mm-hmm. Someone just asked, "What about when he ghosts?" And that means man just disappeared. You talking, y'all he seem to be pursuing you, or y'all seem to be having a great start up to a relationship. You're moving forward, but then he just disappears.
Let this girl go or whatever.
But what's happened? What you think has happened?
Well, he don't want you. I'm just being honest. When he goes, he don't want you. That's nothing magical or anything about that. It's just a fact. And most men, they don't. It's more easy for them to like you said, ghost, disappear out of your life than explain to you, hey, found somebody else, you're not the one. And then you got to understand this right here. It's not so much that you're not the one, anything wrong with you. It's just the mere fact of the matter that, hey, he don't want you for a lot of reasons. A lot of men can be intimidated by you. A lot of men can be like, she will put too much pressure on me. She don't want me. She don't want me to do this. She don't want me to do that. She won't lower her bar. So he gone. I ain't ready for this right here. I ain't ready for no commitment. And those are men you just stay away from. Men that are not ready for no commitment. Okay, you ain't ready for no commitment. Let me get you out of my life because I know what I want. Because you got to know what you want when you dealing with a man.
Thank you for being so straightforward about it, sir. You are right. He don't want you.
Yeah. And don't take it to heart like it's you.
Yes.
It's not you. He just can't handle it. He can't handle the truth. He don't want to grow up. When a man from 18 to 24, 25, he may not know exactly what he wants. But after that right there, he knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly what he wants. If he want to play the field, let him go. You ain't got time for that. Don't be wasting your time. You better move on.
Right. And I think now I don't know if this is wrong. You tell me. But I think like you say, after a certain age, a man doesn't have to really mean that he doesn't mean that he doesn't want to grow up or he's just not into you. It's not that something's wrong with you. He's just not into you particular. I mean, because everybody don't gel. Every person, like every person doesn't gel. Like say even women that you met before you married me. To me, not so much that something was wrong with them. It's just that they weren't the one that you chose. Well, or is that wrong? I don't know. I just don't think it's always because the man don't want to grow up. It's just that sometimes every two people don't always gel.
I don't think that not saying that every two. I agree with you to a certain extent where every two people don't gel. But what gets me is that I think that's a scripture in the Bible say don't throw your pearls to swines because they know not the value of them. They do nothing but tramp over them. Let me say it again. Do not throw your pearls to swine because these men do not know the value of them and they just tramp over them. They, I can be, I've been with plenty of women in my life. And
It's
I
better
do,
to wait long than to marry wrong.
right,
Yes.
right,
And I
right.
waited long. I was 38.
Yeah. And it's okay to wait. And then you one of the first questions that you ought to ask a man if y'all talking. Do you know how to make love without taking off your clothes? That's not a hard question. Because you have to shock men in knowing that, hey, guess what? Oh, this ain't no anybody right here. You know, I can't run games on her. You know, because men like games. Basketball, football game. We love games. We grew up on game marbles. We specialize in games. That's all we know how to do. Then when it comes down to being raised by other men, they teach their sons how to run games. My daddy taught me how to run games. You see what I'm saying? My brothers taught me how to run games. My uncles taught me how to run games. We've been taught how to play games all our life, especially with women. We've been taught that. And so you know, but when a man find a woman that they ain't gonna play his game, not just I'm talking about not take shit off him, but I'm saying not gonna play his
That makes a
game.
lot of sense.
You know, hey, guess what? He'll respect you more. He said, well, guess what? I better put her in the let me come back to her later stage because guess what? She for real and I don't want to mess her up. I don't want to lose her because she ain't gonna play my games. And so you just have to be ready. You know, so not looking at every man like um let me cut him up. No, not cut him up. No, I'm just not gonna play your games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna waste my time with you. I'm not gonna waste my money with you. I'm not gonna waste my energy with you. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Hey, you may not be the one. And then, but a man recognizes this right here. I'm give you like some tips, some things to say.
Tell us.
When you meet a man, and they spiritual things. When you meet a man, he you ask him what type of man you are. But then again, you tell him what type of woman you are. The word of God said, when you find a wife, you find a good thing, and you obtain favors from God. So when he asks you explain to him, look here, I'm this type of woman. I'm a good thing. When you get with me, you obtain favors from God. I'm special. And see, this what he's looking for. You got to stimulate his mind, let him know, hey, guess what? Who you got here? You ain't got no fool. You ain't got no little girl. You ain't got nobody that a novice. I'm a lady. I'm a woman, and I'm a woman with substance. And so you have to explain to him who you are, what you are. That cut out a lot of the. You know what? I'm just telling you some good stuff.
Yeah, you tell me some good stuff.
I'm be there.
Wait, wait. Any question before we lose him? Might be another year before we get him back. Wait, let me see if there's any questions.
No.
That's some good stuff. And somebody said you're so straightforward, and he is. He's just a straight shooter. Sometimes I'd be like, but
I'm telling you, you just have to be straight with men, and don't let them play with your heart. You know, hey, just. Hey.
So, man, what have you found from, say, guys who kind of play women, play them games, those men games? What do you find that they're saying about the women? Like, what is it that
they're weak?
What do they feel about the women?
They're weak.
Wait, the men feel like the women are weak?
Yeah, they feel so that they say that they're weak. I got her. I can do what I want to do. They know how far they can carry you and dump you off. They know how far that they can go, and you. So it's all kind of little stuff.
Can Hubby make a guest appearance? Oh, can you make a guest appearance more often? They ask.
I try to. I try to. But and you got some good men out there. and you got to get off the physical tip with men's. And what I mean by the physical tip, we all got attraction to certain men's how we like them to look and everything and stuff like that. If your man got a little weight on him, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Deal with it. You got pretty sure you got a little weight on you too. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, please bring your hubby on more often. This is great.
So you got to understand that you you're looking for somebody with integrity, somebody with honor, somebody who gonna love you like Christ loved the church, somebody gonna build you up, somebody gonna who y'all can gravitate to each other in times of trouble, trials, tribulation, going through things. You know, stop looking for a six pack or a BMW or Mercedes.
Your wife is wonderful. She helps us so much. Thank you, Ebony.
Yeah. And I want this man who make $100-some thousand a year and all of that and stuff like that. You can find some mans. I'm telling some good mans that got a job that making $40,000-$50,000 a year, driving a dump truck, a dump truck. You know what I'm saying? But you want to check. You want to make sure that, hey, is his spirit right? Is his heart right? Can he, like I said, can he make love to me without taking off his clothes? Do he know how to nourish me? Do he know how to take care of me? If I give you an example, my wife, when we first got married, she had operation and everything, stuff like that. Her mom said, well, son, okay, when you get to the hospital, just bring her back to the house and we'll take care of her. I told her, I said, you can't take care of my wife. She said, what? I said, you can't take care of my wife. I know how to take care of my wife. I bathed her, I clothed her, I fed her, I did everything, you know, and went to work every day. You know what I'm saying? You want a man that's gonna be a man. Ask the right question for one thing. I think y'all asked the wrong question. Ask those questions where, hey, if I'm sick, what would you do? Can you pray me out? Can you take care of me physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally? You know, those are the questions that a real man doesn't mind answering. Yes, I can. I know what to do. I know how to go to work. If I got to work 2 jobs, I work 2 jobs. I worked 2 jobs for years. It didn't bother me. Because guess what? I'm going to do what it takes to take care of my house. I'm going to do what it takes to take care of my wife. You know? And so, and don't get no lazy man.
Ooh, I can't stand lazy man.
I can't stand a lazy man.
Yep.
Don't never get no lazy man.
Do you believe some of us are called to be like Jeremiah, never married to no children?
No. I don't believe that. I believe this right here. Everybody want to be loved. You hear me?
I agree. I believe a real man is not threatened or offended by those questions.
No, he ain't threatened by those questions. But let me tell you about love. Everybody wants to be loved. I don't care who, even the nastier people, they want to be loved. They may not call it love. They may have, but they have a desire and they want to be loved. You know, God put us here for a purpose. He put us here to become one. You know, now if you want to live your life as a nun, someone you said, I'm gonna set my life aside for Christ, that's a personal decision. But God put us here.
No lazy man, no cheap man, no stingy man.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
But that's a good answer though. That you're saying that no, you don't believe in just
No.
I just have to say single. I'll be single if you want to. Personal choice.
Yeah.
But that's not what I say. What God will have for.
Yeah. No. We all want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? At an early age, you rub your flesh for so long. Guess what? You get satisfied, don't you? Huh? You know. So you know.
So a question was asked about what's your thoughts on dating, like when you're older than 50 plus years old, and I think also they asked about interracial dating.
Okay, you know what you want when you over 50 and you dating. You ain't got time to play around. You know what you want. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly what you want and what you can take, because sometimes you have to take a little bit. You know, you know, because you're not gonna find nobody perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect, but you know what you can take, and you know what you're not gonna take. So you know you bend, but don't break. You know, because it's a lot of good 50-year-old men out there. Most of the men that I meet that are 50 and that they're single, the reason why they're not getting married or whatever is because they know what they want. And that's what and I assume that's the same way with the 50-year-old woman. You just gotta find one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may find one in the 40s. You may find one in the 50s. And the question to interracial. Now, you said interracial?
Mm-hmm. I understand interracial.
The my outlook on this right here, especially black women, you may have to look for another race. I'm being honest. Because I believe
I've been watching y'all for years. Love y'all. Love your smile and joy spirit. Miss So Bliss. Great message. Thank you.
I believe that love has no color. It has no barriers or nothing like that. So you know, you may have to go outside your race to find who you are looking for. And I'm gonna say this right here. Most black men just learning how to start loving. And I'm coming from a historical point of view. You got to remember, we only been here about 400 years, right? We was in 400 years of slavery right here. Just go to the 60s and the 50s and see where we was, how our daddy raised us and everything. We were very harsh. We wasn't raised. They didn't teach us how to love our wife. It was like, hey, you do what I said, and that's it. 60s and 70s started getting a little better and everything, but still, they still had that mentality of where a woman should be and what she should do, especially, you know, as a black minority woman. And they didn't have time about bringing flowers, taking them out to dinner. What do they want? You know, hey, get in there and cook my food, take care of our children, and that's it. 70s and 80s, we got a little better. So, you know, we just really coming into loving and learning how to love our wife, our children, and you know, I was born in the 60s, and as I grew, I thought it was cool where I looked at all of the brothers that was having 4 and 5 children. I was like, man, they got a lot of children. I thought that was a thing to be. Oh, you're a man when you start having a whole bunch of children. Little did I know they weren't taking care of them. Mm-hmm. They weren't providing for them. They just having babies all over the place. So you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not downing the black man or anything like that. But we still got a lot of growing to do.
He has 2 black sister-in-laws. No, the sister married. His sister's married to a white man, and his sister-in-law is married to a white man. Yeah. He got two white sister brother-in-laws. Yeah. Now somebody said, because I'm trying to remember these comments, and this was a really good one. In essence, the person said there's somebody on YouTube who's saying that some people have to kind of take what they can get when it comes to women who got children, women who are overweight, black women, saying that y'all basically got to lower your standards and take what you can get when you're in those categories. Overweight, especially the obesity. It's like I hate when big women think that they got to get whatever they can take.
No. Totally wrong about that right there. Totally wrong. You don't never lower your standards. You don't never lower to the point where, I'm just taking you just because. No. I just said that there. I said where.
No, not you. No. They said somebody on YouTube is telling women, y'all gotta take what y'all can get. If you fat, overweight, obese, you got lots of children, like y'all lower your standards to take what you can get.
No, because you're not gonna be happy. You know, so you don't lower your standards, but you look at life and say, well, hey, guess what? This is my situation that I have. And everything, stuff like that. And one thing a man noticed, he noticed a woman who's trying, who's gonna make it. Not who's gonna make it, because he's saying, well, hey, I'm looking at her. I see she go to work every day. I see she smell good. I see she have that disposition of I am somebody. You know what I'm saying? I might have got 4 or 5 children, but that don't mean nothing to me. They my children. I ain't asking you to take care of. But if you're gonna love me, guess what? We're gonna take care of. They'll be our children. You know what I'm saying? So you have you don't lower you don't lower your standard. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're gonna get run over. Now you're gonna get verbal abuse, maybe physical abuse along with it. When you get to lowering your standard, and no. God will provide. He's a provider.
Yes.
God said this right here. If you delight yourself in me, I give you the desires of your heart. And one of the first things I tell a single mom, delight yourself in the Lord. And see, and if you have a desire to have a certain husband, if you know how to wait on God, God gonna give it to you. God gonna give it to you. It may not come overnight. It may not come the next year. It may not come the next 5 years. But if you delight yourself in the Lord, and this is your desire, God gonna give it to you. I'm telling you. And
Yep.
I mean, don't lower your standards because of your children. Because hey, those are blessings that God has given unto you.
Right.
No, no.
Don't lower your standards for anything.
Yeah.
Not because of your size, not because of your number of children you got, not because of anything. You don't lower your standard of anything. You raise your head up high and your standards high. And like Charles said, delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Now, another question was, how do you get or attract a relationship? Says God writes the best love stories. Everybody said that.
Yeah.
How do you get or attract, or know what a good relationship is when you didn't have no good examples? You got women who didn't have good examples, and just like my topic tonight was, how do you know, signs that you're in an unhealthy relationship? And I started out by saying, I know a lot of times we didn't have good examples of what a healthy relationship is. So how do you know? How do you know how to have a healthy relationship when you didn't have positive examples?
Well, first of all, you know what's good yourself, and you done had all these bad relationships. So it's a lot of stuff people want to make complicated. It's not that complicated. You know what's bad, so you know what's good. You done seen your fathers walked out on mothers. You done seen abusive relationship. You done seen cheating relationship. So you know what's good. You know a healthy relationship is someone who's loving me, someone who's not cheating on me, someone who I bring my check home. I take that back. I don't bring my check home. I get a deposit. My whole check. I don't take no 10% out, no 5% out. I don't hide nothing or whatever. My wife get my whole check. See, these when men's and when men's and women's are in relationships and stuff like that, you have and you're going into marriage and you look at the marriage, you have to come to certain conclusions and understand that, hey, if we're gonna be one, let's be one. So you don't wanna hide your finances, you don't wanna hide your emotions, you don't wanna hide your desires. If that man have come out abusive relationship, you need to check that before you start loving him, and before you start putting all your eggs like it's in that one basket. It's certain things that you have to check when you're dealing with and when you're dating men. You gotta if you don't ask the question, you will never get the answer. So you're not pinning him down with no 50 million questions at no one time. And if a brother, if he ain't got nothing to hide, he ain't got nothing to hide. I never had nothing to hide. People just ask me, what do you do for a living? Or I sell drugs, I rob banks, jewelry stores, grocery stores. I said, this is my professional. This is what I do.
But I just didn't ask the right question, because I didn't know when we first met.
Well,
I didn't know what you was doing.
Yeah.
So I sure didn't ask the right question.
No, she didn't ask the right questions.
But I wasn't looking for no husband either.
No, she wasn't for no husband either.
I was in college.
We was in college then. She just wanted money to be taken care of. That's all she just wanted. So hey, that was fine. But what I'm saying is, you have to ask the right question. You have to ask the right question. And No, but don't bombard him on the first date with all the questions now.
And we talked about that too.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
husband don't know nothing about what we talked about, so I just love that he's co-signing on a lot of stuff that we already talked about. But he don't watch my videos. He don't know what we talk about. But he's just co-signing on so much stuff, that I've
I
already.
watch none of her videos.
He don't watch my stuff. He probably don't know if he know how to find it. But no, he don't watch my stuff. But I'm so glad that he's saying so much of the things that we already, talked about. And one thing, like you just saying, don't bombard with all of these. Don't be a drill sergeant about it. It's conversational. Yeah. And I was telling them how when we first met, danced on dance floor, we went out on patio, talked for several hours. Yeah. And it was just conversational. It was just conversational, and we just vibed, with the conversation like we had been friends forever. But it wasn't like boom, boom, boom. I don't know if I even asked you what you do. Because I didn't know what you did until later. But yeah, so good stuff. So we really appreciate you being here, and thank you for dropping in. So I'm about to.
But don't take nothing off. I'm serious. If you see if you see a sign, believe me, believe the sign you see. I'm telling you, if you see a sign.
Thank you, the gems for this video. Thank you.
Believe the sign you see. Don't. Please don't take nothing off them, and understand that all relationships. Hey, if you're trying too hard in that relationship,
this has all been confirmation that I made the right decision at ending that relationship. I was starting to question its honesty. Yes.
Yeah. If you got it, hide everything. No. You don't need that.
Like I said, giving you anxiety about stuff. So if you get anxiety about who he's talking to, what's on his phone, why he always whispering, why he always hiding why this, why that, then it's like giving you all that anxiety. No.
And he don't want to take you home to his parents. He don't want you to meet his parents. You met his parents, his brothers and sisters, and all that. Oh, he don't want you. You not the one. It ain't just because I don't like you been with him a month. Hey, you should be knowing something about his family.
And this is what I think. I feel like too that as women we take things so personal. Like when you say he don't want you, that's just a fact. Don't take it so personal. Don't take it so personal.
Like it's you.
That is you. Don't take it so personal that what's old, woe is me, what's wrong with me, and trying to force it, and trying to force something that is not working. My spouse told me that he will pray to make me leave my kids and him if I leave. He's a prophet and he tries to. Oh, okay, I could read that. I don't know. I couldn't even catch it. Something about. I don't know. I can't.
So bring that back.
Yeah, I don't know if they can bring that back, but.
Oh, okay.
But if they can. Copy and paste it back in, but I can't.
Okay.
But ladies, like, don't take it so personal that it's you. That's where that self-esteem issue comes in. When every time you, like I said, don't get me wrong. Now there should be introspection. You should be thinking if man after man after man after man, relationship after relationship after relationship ain't working, then you got to look at yourself. Either you choosing wrong, and you giving your energy to the wrong person. Or there's some things that you really need to fix, and that's okay because it's fixable. But when it's just not jiving, not gelling, and he just don't want you, don't take it so personal.
And one more thing too, don't be giving out wifey stuff, and you ain't nothing but a girlfriend. Don't treat him like a husband, and you ain't nothing but a girlfriend. You gotta give him something to look forward to now. You know, no. He wants you to do that wifey stuff. No. Want you to pick him up and do this and that. We ain't like that. You got no ring on his finger. We ain't got no date. You ain't set no date yet. So you have to watch that. Because some men are string you along as a girlfriend. On that status, girlfriend, fiance, and ain't give you no date when y'all gonna get married.
Okay, now I know us as women, sometimes we don't know how to find that balance. So it's like, how do I let the guy know that I'm interested, I am wifey material, but without giving him all wifey stuff and doing wifey stuff for him. Now I know the answer, but what you think from a man's perspective? How do I let you know that I got your back? I'm supportive of you. I care for you. I'm a good wife material,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do all the wifey things for you. How do I try that balance?
Well. First of all, he gonna be pursuing you. He be want to be letting you know, hey, I'm a good man. I make a good husband. I'm a good catch. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first of all. You don't have to worry about all that. If he's pursuing you, he's saying, hey, she the one. I'm gonna show her that, hey, I'm a good man. I'm a good husband. And second, most men's are already. I'm talking about a man now. Already established about who he is and what he is and what he stands for. He basically looking for somebody to enhance him. He I, she don't make me, I make her. She just enhanced me. You, do y'all ladies get that right there? I do have to go into more detail about stuff like that. You know, a man should already know who he is and what he's about.
And that's where I've told the ladies before, we doing too much. Women doing too much to prove that they wife material.
Mm.
To prove, like my husband say, he's pursuing you. You ain't got to prove nothing. He's pursuing you. You don't have to prove nothing. You be who you are and the best version of who you are. But you ain't got to prove nothing to him.
Because most women are already doing what they do. They're taking care of their children. They're taking care of their house. They're taking care of themselves. So the word of God said, when you find a wife, that tells me something there. When you find a wife, so she was a wife before you found her. So you know
you ain't got to prove nothing else.
Yeah, you was already doing what you're supposed to do. You know, when I see single moms and with kids and don't the husband that walked away, they don't have nobody. Most likely somebody got in that man's ear. I don't know who got in his ear, but somebody got in his ear. And the thing about it is, when they allow, and it don't have to be a woman. A lot of men get in men's ear with that foolishness and that madness. I hate to see the worst fool you can see is not so much as a young fool, it's an old fool. Because that old fool gonna try to pass on that stupidity to the and make that young man a young fool. Yeah, ladies, y'all ain't no man, but some of the stuff I hear, and I'm telling you, it amazed me at some of these older men. And I had to stop it, man. Where you get that from? Why you telling that young man that foolishness right there? You know, hey.
I think one young lady said something when it was about the prophet and we're trying to read, but she says it's like they use the church to control. I think the husband is abusive, and I think maybe she's wanting to leave or thinking about leaving, but I think they use the church to control.
Man, let me tell you something. All marriages God didn't put together. You hear me? Let me say it again. All marriages God did not put together. We put a lot of these marriages together. Auntie, uncle, friends put these marriages together. So you have to use wisdom with that right there. You have to be wisdom. If he's not loving you like Christ loved the church, he ain't the one.
He won't let her work, and he's mad that she's going to school.
We're
gonna keep her control.
That's a control mechanism there. He want to keep you under his feet. You know, he got issues. He got that doing wrong. I'm just telling you, he got that doing wrong. He got that doing wrong. If don't want you to go to school to better yourself. Don't want you to have a job so that you won't have finances. All your finances got to depend upon him. You know, he got that doing wrong. You know, and I'm just telling like it is. You know, so you have to watch yourself with that. And
she got to seek wise counsel outside the church because
you got to seek that wise counsel.
She got to seek wise counsel outside the church, and you got to first of all seek the Lord, seek wise counsel that's outside the church, and you also got to I don't know if you plan on making an exit, you got to make an exit plan.
You better make an
But
exit
you
plan.
gotta have a plan. But but also too, I wouldn't want to give any
More advice.
advice because I don't
Yeah.
know this total situation, and I won't want her safety to be affected
At risk,
risk or anything. But you gotta seek the Lord, seek some counseling, seek a plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, baby. Well, I really appreciate this. Has been awesome. This is long as we've gone an hour and 10 minutes now. But this was awesome, amazing. They requested you could come back every now and then. Probably not on a Monday night because normally on Mondays he's at work. But we might have to do a Friday night every now and then. Friday night. So make sure your notification bell is on because maybe every now and then I could get him on a Friday night to do this, and make sure your notification bell is on so that you will know when he's going to be on with me. But I am on each Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Follow me over at Instagram, so bless one, same name here. And also, where am I? Yeah, just Instagram. So follow me over there, especially if you want to inbox me. That's the best way that we can have, inbox messages. Such a blessing with your husband, so powerful. Thank you. This has been a gift. Thank you both very much. Thank you all so much. I take notes you take notes. Oh, AJ is awesome, amazing. They're all amazing, but she's so inspirational. Thank you. Thank you both. God bless you. I appreciate. This has been awesome, amazing. I just
Okay.
so happy to have my husband on here with me.
I'm gonna go, but I want to remind you one thing. Understand this right here. If he's not pursuing you, he do not want you. I'm leaving.
Thank you, baby. Gonna leave on that note, and I'm gonna leave on this note. If he does not want you, it doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Let him go and move on and make room for who God has for you, who's going to love you and adore you and pursue you. All right? Thank y'all, everybody. Love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Hope to see you over on Instagram. So bless one. Bye-bye. I'm still reading. Amen. Such wise woman. Thank you. Thank y'all.